Stand by.
Yeah, Mike, yeah.
Mike.
Stand by.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah.
So we're on live now, right?
Yeah.
I will give you the rundown, you know.
I just the match in there wasn't.
Give you a rundown. Cricket, what with tennis, Orioles, yeah man.
Introduction.
Interaction.
Everything all right, Mike? Morning. Welcome to BCCG Radio Gospel Station. You are listening to Primetime Sports with RG.
Curtain.
Not to win.
You can visit us on WhatsApp. You can call us at 658-203-1230. The internet, https www.bccgradio.com. Primetime Sports. Good morning, and we've been away for a while, but we're back. So we have some sports today. We got all the sports you can think about to give you a breakdown on the sports. So it's been a while.
But yeah, it's been a long time. We have been together, but through certain circumstances, you got to work and stuff happen. But I'm glad to be back with you all guys this morning. So,
Kirk, you all right with us?
Yeah, it's been a while. And cricket season started back in April, so weekends been tied up.
Yeah, we got some sports, and I got some vital information for a lot of people out there. But before I usually like to give a spiritual corner and offer some blessing to somebody out there. Remember King David, what God saw in David, no one else did. What God sees in you as a person out there, no one else sees. You're a child of God, so be proud. So we're going to move right into announcement. Baltimore Cricket and Social Club 50th anniversary celebration will be in November the 1st. And we got the president right here, Kirk, venue and all that.
Yeah, we're coming out with that flyer. We're coming out with the pre-sold tickets. So stand by, we're formulating stuff right now.
Yes. Okay, we'll keep you posted. Jam Independence Ball will be on August the 9th, 2025 at Martins West. Live band, live entertainers, music by Donnie P. Disco, celebrating Jamaica's 63rd year of independence. The late Honorable Marcus Garvey, the first civil rights leader, his son will be honored at the ball. His son is, I think it's somewhere in the and the son of the Honorable Marcus Garvey. And Deacon Mike is promoting a Shabbat, Voices of Praise and much more, featuring Brother Stewie, Brother Hines, Pastor Anne-Marie Powell, Minister Keisha Waters, at 4820 Stone Road, admission $20. Come listen to real good gospel music and the Word of God. It's tonight at 7 p.m. If you ain't got nothing doing, sometimes go take a break and listen to the Word of God and listen to some good gospel music. I guess if you need more information, you can check with BCCG Church. This is very important to people in the community. An expungement clinic. This is Cynthia Bruce gave me this information, a member of JAM. An expungement clinic will be held on Tuesday, 6/24. That's June 24th this year at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Ivy Support Center, 3515 Dofield Avenue, Baltimore 21215. It's just around the corner at Dofield Avenue. It's an opportunity for individuals with criminal history to be advised free by legal professionals about expungement of record. Now, a lot of people out there are not straight, and a lot of people out there have record and these people can advise you how to go about it because of you see what is happening with ISIS later. A lot of people getting arrested and deported. So come and talk to these people. Again,
where that going to be?
it's the Ivy Support Center, 3515 Dofield Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland 21215. It's just around the corner here.
Okay.
Lawyers will be there to talk to you about your
Status.
professional, your criminal history and stuff to help you. You know, the contact Tina Solomon. This is her email: tsolomon40@msn.com. It's tsolomon40@msn.com. You can email her and set up an appointment. I'm quite sure you can walk in. Celia Ward Wilson. Her email is cwardwilson@aol.com. Again, it's cwardwilson@aol.com. Please, guys, ladies, you can get record expunged by talking to these professionals. So don't miss it. Again, it's June the 24th this year, 25, at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Ivy Family Support Center, 3515 Dofield Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland 21215. I hope y'all are listening, and I hope you'll show up. It is very important. I have a little thing here, Kurt, on ELT. I just wanna
Before you get into that, I'd like to say the cricket club will be having their first one day game for the season, 1 day season, starting in June the 15th at Woodmore here. So that's just an announcement.
Wow, every 1 day series.
1 day season, yeah. 40 overs, 50 overs, that's considered 1 day international cricket.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's going to be our first home game for the season.
That's going to be what, next week?
June the 15th.
June the 15th.
I think Sunday. So that's letting you guys know, because I meet some people and they say, hey, we don't know where's the cricket game, what time and all of that. So yeah, so June the 15th at 11 a.m. Yeah, that's our first home game for the season.
Yeah,
Somebody says
we're
huh?
gonna get into cricket in a minute.
Yeah, but somebody says no songs.
What was that?
Somebody just said there was no sound.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm hearing that's clear too. So I'm trying to figure out.
Oh.
You know. Okay. Like I said, God wisely not giving riches to most men because they are open to temptation. Jesus said it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of an eagle than a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. A little health topic here real quick. Water is vital to our body. Transporting nutrients and oxygen to regular body temperature and aiding digestion. It also protects organs and tissues and remove waste products. Water also reduces calorie intake and potentially aiding in weight loss. We're going to move right into the sports, cricket. And as Kurt was saying, first home game on
I said June 15th
15,
will be the first home game.
Baltimore Cricket Club.
Yeah. So let's start on the T20. How did you guys did in the T20 game?
Well, Baltimore lost their playoff game last week, right? Rain washed out Saturday, and then they did it
So they play on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played Sunday.
And the final scores were what? Titans 228 for 20 overs, and Baltimore all over 70.
Wow.
Can't understand how Titans make so much runs. What's going on with Baltimore bowling? Drop catches?
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah, the bowling and the catching and fielding and stuff like that.
You know, as they always say, catches with matches, right? So,
And we're gonna have to excuse, we're gonna run this excuse. We were built up, excited for Saturday, right? And then all of a sudden Saturday, it's Sunday. So all of that enthusiasm gone out.
okay.
Because we had a full strength squad for Saturday, and people are complaining why we're gonna have back-to-back game, and we should put this off till next week because we have stuff to do.
Yeah, God, but the schedule is set for Saturday.
And it washed out.
And it washed out. They say you can play Sunday, so that's what they're gonna do. They're
Well,
gonna set it for next week.
people have appointments on Sunday.
Yeah. They could have rescheduled it because a lot of people, have something to do on Sunday because the game was on Saturday. So yeah, you can't blame them for that loss.
When you look at the whole overall thing, we didn't feel a full strength squad
For Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Everybody was available Saturday, but
Yes.
Sunday.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But Harry, when we're looking at the last, we have to dissect everything. You have to look at what the team did. You have to look at the batting. It wasn't so great because it was the tail enders. We were the ones putting on the runs.
70 runs,
I played and I didn't make no runs. But guess what? But I got runs for the team. I got wides and byes for the team. Right?
I would call it a run because no run didn't come out.
I got it for the team. I didn't get it for myself.
You did,
for
you
the
did.
team. It's a teamwork.
Yeah.
So
So you tell me you're a team player, right?
yes. And then when you look at the feeling now, we didn't have the feeling right, and
Well, we're not.
and then we look at the bowling now, we weren't bowling properly. We're pitching up the ball for the batsman looking good. We're giving him lots of wide, then we're pitching up the ball. No.
Well, it's cricket, alright?
But there is certain
Well,
intelligence to cricket.
But you wasn't
Smart.
ready for it Sunday. You wasn't ready for it Sunday.
The team, not me. The team.
The team, you included you.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Just say you're a team
Yeah,
player.
you included you.
Yeah, but you can't say me. You got to say the
Nobody say
team.
you. I said the team just.
And then I'm looking at the cricket pitch there. I over these years now I'm noticing the cricket pitch they're moving them out from clay to concrete. And I mean it's a whole different ball game out there.
Putting that
And
AstroTurf on it.
no, hurry.
But I tell you something.
Harry,
Concrete.
don't wipe it so nice. It's AstroTurf with padding underneath
Nobody
it.
is
There's
making it nice.
there's
You just said they make it concrete, and I said yes, and they are
Concrete.
AstroTurf on it.
padding and turf matting.
It's not good. No AstroTurf is good.
That is, I don't know what kind of cricket is that. So Harry,
Don't knock it.
I have to knock it because even the USA youth coordinator, he said it too. He stand up and said it too. When we're talking about Highesville pitch, the guy said these guys, practice and play on the turf pitch, and when they go out there on the clay, can't handle it. They fall along.
Let me let me tell you.
No, the clay?
Can I say
Oh,
something?
yes.
It's not playing on clay.
Can I say something?
Concrete's gonna.
Well, a good batsman. A good batsman can bat on any pitch. No matter if it's clay, asphalt, dirt, whatever it is. A good batsman can adjust himself.
I don't like that.
Well, you may not like it,
Harry,
but that's what it
Wayne,
is.
Wayne,
Yes.
do you understand the whole makeup of a turf pitch?
Yeah.
It's not cricket, it's not proper cricket. That's improper cricket. You know how much painstaking maintenance have to go through a clay pitch versus a turf pitch? You're just deviating away from cricket when you have the turf pitch there. Alright? So Harry, if you don't practice on the turf pitch, you're gonna have a hard time playing on it.
Even when
When you
practice
go
on
there.
turf, because I never get used to it. When they had a couple turf cricket, for the first one they had was Virginia Fairfax.
Yeah.
That was the first one, and we used to go down there when I'm playing, and I never comfortable.
Well,
with it.
I play on turf in Jamaica.
I never comfortable with it.
I play on turf.
Yeah, in Jamaica, we go in the net and practicing there, but the real thing,
Oh, well, yeah. Well,
the real
yeah.
thing, you go on that clay and you see the behavior of the ball and all of that.
Well, the astroturf is just like that too, because the ball move and the ball come through more faster.
No, wait,
I'm telling you.
I play enough game on clay to understand what's
Yeah,
going
well, I
on.
agree with you.
A
Give
good
me
top,
play.
a good spinner, love that clay pitch that make the ball turn. I remember Woodmore, umpiring the Premier League, and the guy spin the ball. The ball is turning so much. He gone for a wide. When he jump in front of the batsman, he goes wicked turn.
Turf is not good, even you watch the football players.
Yeah.
They're tearing their ACL and NCL.
NFL
turf.
and soccer.
And
Oh my
and
gosh.
if you notice, most of the teams now, even the latest team that changed their field was Washington. They still take away all the practice turf, dig it up, and plant grass over there because they want their players to play on grass. So
And the longevity of the feet over the long run.
All right, let's move into a little bit.
Yeah, well, that was this good
Thanks for
discussion.
those who's on Facebook there watching and seeing my cousin Judith good on big. Thanks Judith. Thanks Marlene Fletcher, Maxine Fletcher. Oh, I see them all watching. Damien Rutherford from my hometown back in Jamaica. Judith Goodall. Oh man, thanks for watching our show. With the West Indies game versus Ireland on 5/21. Remember that game? Right. And Ireland made 303 for 6 and 50 over the West Indies, 179 for 10, 31.4 overs. Ireland won that game. Game 2. There's a guy named Casey Carty. He comes from Martin's Island.
St. Martin.
St. Martin. That guy scored 3 centuries straight. One in game 2 against Ireland, game 3 against Ireland, and game 1 against England. And he's only playing one-day cricket. You're talking about 50. Oh, this guy scored 3 centuries straight. Casey Carty.
Casey Carter.
Casey Carty, C-A-R-T.
Carter.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out, I've never heard of this guy until I was watching highlights on this thing. So you got some great little cricketers back in the West Indies that we don't even know about. And then Joe Root scored 166 against Jamaica.
So,
against West Indies.
Hold on there. The series with Ireland and West Indies draw 1-1.
Yeah, the second game washed out.
Yeah. So the first game, Ireland made 306. for after 50, and West Indies were bowled out for 179 against Ireland.
Right. The second
And
game
this is true.
washed out.
This is a joke. You have Hope, you have King, you have Greaves, you have Ford, you have Joseph, you have Monty.
Third game, West Indies
And
3
Carter.
5 for 7.
This is name don't
Won
play
that
cricket.
game.
No, but we're looking at
Name don't play cricket.
name don't play cricket. Oh,
The ball,
experience those.
the ball and ball play cricket.
But this is. I know you see why West Indies didn't make the Champions Trophy.
Yeah, Viv Richards was mad about that.
Don't you see why they don't make Champions? Because teams like Ireland, this supposed to be
Underdog.
Viv Richards
Underdog.
said he wished West Indies could play like, he didn't say could play, he said have the attitude like
They used to have.
Afghanistan.
Right.
Look at Afghanistan.
Yeah.
When they start playing cricket and they are,
On top of the line.
oh come on man, West Indies.
Better than
is
West
joke.
Indies.
West Indies is joke.
Yeah.
so. Yeah, I don't understand, man. West Indies, they're up, they're down.
Yeah. Well,
Casey
Slow
Carty,
motion.
in the West Indies versus England game, he made 103 runs, and but England still win and knocked the runs off in 48.5 over. England won all 3 games. So,
Oh, England whitewash West Indies.
huh?
England,
Yeah, they won all 3 games. The last one was on June the 3rd. West Indies 251 for 9 and 40 overs. England 246 for 3 and 29.4 overs. England won the series. England won the series 3-0.
So Harry, you want to talk about the series or you want to talk about the last game?
I mean,
I was watching the last game.
we can talk about the last game.
The last game
Right.
of the series.
Which one? Ireland or England?
England.
England, right.
Yes, sir. West Indies. They could have done better.
Well, we're having technical difficulties with our mic, so please bear with us. As the technician is working on it.
Yeah, so where was I? Where we left off?
Ireland.
England,
England,
and West Indies, the third game.
Oh, it was a rain washed out game. Delayed game. They had 40 overs. West Indies made 51 for 9. And who was the savior in that game? Rutherford. Rutherford just came off from IPL. He made 70 off 71 balls. And England came back and did it in 29.4 overs. But they had to use the Duck Lewis system. So, yes, 246 for 3.
I'm telling you, St. Martin's. When I was back in Jamaica, and I never heard of them playing cricket. I know they do play cricket and everywhere in West.
Right.
They're Dutch. They're Dutch.
But
Netherlands playing cricket now.
with this guy Casey Carter, man, this guy has impressed me. I'm trying to find more on him.
Yeah,
And you know, when you come from them little countries, they don't want to play on the West Indies team for some reason. I don't know why. But the guy's good. You know?
But yeah, even Netherlands playing good cricket because they even beat up West Indies. The second game, I must tell you, Joe Root, 166 knocked out.
That was the innings, boy. He's one of the best batsmen in the world.
But you know, Joe Root was my
One of the best batsmen in the world.
Listen, I was looking at England's squad and the details on the news. All of their players, except for one, they were playing county cricket. And England, the headline was, all players playing county cricket for the upcoming games for England. Not in IPL, they weren't in IPL, they were in county cricket. Honing their skills, because I don't know what skills you're honing in IPL. IPL is just about money, right? And Joe Root, if Joe Root had gotten out in that second one day, I think England would have collapsed because England.
They dropped him. They dropped him. You can't drop Viv Richards.
Right.
You
Joe
can't, you can't, I'm just saying. You can't drop Clive Lloyd. You can't drop
So how many chances Joe Root get?
One. Well, you drop him early, you suffer. You gonna suffer, man.
But that's the same thing happened to us last week Sunday. The guy that made 70 at the opening, we dropped him I think twice.
He batted 3 times.
Yeah.
That's what we used to say. When you drop a man, he's got a second chance. He's batting twice.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the scoreboard here. They got the 2 openers out for Ducks. West Indies got the 2 openers out for Ducks. And then Butler went for Ducks. So West Indies got 3 Ducks in that game. So that game was was supposed to, yeah. And I remember listening to the commentator, if Joe Root make a century and England loses, it's going to be a hollow one. It's going to be hollow. The feeling's hollow. I'm like, oh Lord of mercy. They love Joe Root.
Mark, your question. What about the West Indies on a whole?
West Indies is mostly concentrating to me on 50 over. They are good at that.
20 over.
20 over. They're not applying themselves to stay there 2 days and bat. One batsman stay.
I was watching on YouTube, right? And this is what he said. He said in Jamaica they don't play cricket no more.
They do play cricket, but this is 50 overs and
because
all 10 over cricket game in Jamaica. That's what.
Because this is what he said. There are more people around there playing soccer now than cricket. Because he said on Sundays, he was saying he used to remember on Sundays where you have cricket and you have soccer game. Pick up. You don't see that no more.
But wait, if you drive around the US right now and look at all the parks on a Sunday morning.
Cricket.
No,
soccer.
All the kids is soccer.
Yeah,
all kids.
But look now, money's on cricket now, you know. But I guess they like the cricket like they used to.
Yeah. Well,
that's why I think that's why West Indies
what I want to ask about West Indies women. They're getting ready for the upcoming 2025 ICC 20 over championship. They changed the captain. Why? She's the one making all the runs.
Yeah. Maybe too much pressure is on her. Why they change it? What's her name again? Can't remember. What's Matthews. She's a very good cricketer. She came back. I like.
Yeah, I'm saying. They changed. She brought back a man. That's all I know.
Yeah. So well, the West Indies women are actually playing England right now. At the moment.
What, the 20 over championship, or is it
their third one-day series?
So they lost, how did the first and second go?
To tell you the truth, right now, I'm just looking at the score right now, and then I'll get into that. West Indies women are 46 for 5 off 13 overs.
5.
They just went into bat.
Mr.
England won the second one there with West Indies. 366 for 6 off 50 overs. The ball West Indies out for 23 off 45 overs.
We got a legend on watching us, Mr. Everton Mattis Baga, known as PZ, play for the West Indies. Thank you for tuning in, Baga. Thanks for watching us.
And the first one there with England now. West Indies lost England made 345 for 6 or 50 overs, and the ball West Indies out for 337, all out of 48 overs. So,
thing about these West Indies cricketers now, man, they when they go there, they just won't start hitting the ball. I mean, you got a 50 over competition then, right? Nothing wrong in playing the first 10 overs, and feeling out, doing, and then you start,
Yeah.
But they go there, the first 2 balls go by, and then the third ball they want to hit it over the moon.
Harry,
That's
that's
a T20 attitude.
yeah,
Man.
exactly. And Harry, that's why when I come to America, it was totally different for me. Because again, how I learned cricket back in Jamaica, Harry, is that you know,
I get a feedback this one.
Harry, the how me play cricket in Jamaica. If my coach said that me staying out there and holding that wicket, me and the team. Because we playing 2-day to 3-day cricket. We playing 3-day cricket, and you want to stay out there and make runs. You don't want just a lick. You want to stay out there and make runs. So if me stay out there and hold my wicket, me know the next game I come, the coach will want you up on the team. Because if he say you not give away your wicket, and you're going to stay out there, go bat and put runs on the board.
Yeah.
So when we come here now, I'm a dab. Them a look at me like, what do me? Lick me supposed to lick the ball.
See, we have Everton Mattis on the line. Everton Mattis watching us now. If these guys who playing today can really take a look back at all these, when we used to play 20 overs, we had lick the ball in the air and let's go for 6. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And we still make the runs.
About the way we used to play 20, what was that?
Yeah, man, we used to play little 50 overs and little thing over cricket. Yeah, man, we used to do it
I
well.
remember that.
But
my time in St. James, you know,
oh, man, take a bit, play a
unlimited,
lot of them.
play unlimited overs.
Yeah, but
But you know, when Steve Butler was captain our team, like a St. James team, it's unlimited overs. I could bowl as much over I want to, so long as they're not beating my ball, and the next ball is just like that too. But at the same time, when I came to America here, they changed it from you can't bowl on more than 8 overs.
yeah.
So
The test games when it's unlimited.
Yeah.
The bowler can bowl
I'm
as
not talking tests.
Well, let me tell you something. When I came here in 77, I was playing for Baltimore. Charles Bennett and Rod Reed from
I already talk about
these guys used to bowl. My first year playing with them, these guys would bowl 15 overs straight each.
some test cricket game, man.
And we Lawrence was a captain and keep winning games with 2 bowlers. And the league changed it to 10 overs.
Yeah.
Then they were now down to 8 overs. Those 2 bowlers are because of Washington Cricket League, and they should have been a history in this league.
Well, Harry,
because
Harry. But even the one day ICC 1-day international, 50 overs. Each bowler get 10 overs to bowl.
Yeah, that's 50 overs. That's 50 overs.
And if it's 40 overs, it's gonna be 8 overs to bowl, not 10. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but
it's
it
limited.
Used to be,
limited.
It used to be they could bowl any amount.
Sanctioned by ICC? Or are you talking here?
I'm talking about here before 50
Not in ICC though.
When 50 overs started here, we used to play 50 overs. That's what we used to play.
Yes.
And you what Charles Bennett and
but Harry, that's not sanctioned by ICC. That's not standard cricket.
Well, when I don't know when the league formed. Baltimore Cricket League came in 75.
So when West Indies play 1-day international back in 1970s, the bowlers have unlimited.
When? Which one?
West Indies, when West Indies, England, Australia playing
No.
one day international, have unlimited overs.
I don't. I think
So it's here in America they give you that freeness.
They did, yeah. They did that. Well, you know,
Yeah.
the league wasn't big at that time.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah, but they changed it.
now they're following.
They changed it before they even start following ICC rules.
Okay. Well, no, and they have to follow MCC rules too.
Ramesh Mena is on the line. Thanks for watching us, bro.
Back then. Back then. Roach used to play for Surrey. I was following him last year. Roach was playing, and Surrey won the Division 1 last year. Roach was playing for Surrey, but I don't see any other West Indies playing right now.
No, right.
None.
That's it. They're stopping it. They stop it.
I remember
They
Brian Lara.
make more money playing 20.
Yes.
20.
Yeah.
I remember Brian Lara would be playing Counter Creek. That's how Brian Lara developed his.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody. So was everybody. Cultural, everybody.
That's what-
you know.
When
So-
Brian Lara made the 375, a year later the guy go back and make 501 runs in the county.
Sometimes.
Unheard of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
let's move on.
All right, so we can move on to NFL.
Right.
Yeah, maybe in the latter we talk about the news going around about the different sports, cricket,
Right.
such and forth.
You know, we're on to NFL now. The Bible says God uses foolish things to confound the wise. The Bible says God uses foolish things to confound the wise.
And
There were some foolish stuff went on with the NFL draft. But that gave the Cleveland Browns something they needed. Shadar Sanders.
they need to do.
They were foolish too. And that's why I put that part in there. The Bible says God uses foolish things to confound the wise.
Right.
Shador is now the third string quarterback signed for 4 years at $1.2 million each year. He is playing better than the other quarterbacks in training camp. Most touchdown, no interception, and quarterback and most completion. He starts he's going to start sometime. He's going to start sometime this season. Watch. Flacco might start, but what Shadar is doing, if you look at television right now,
Right.
and look at some little clips,
Yeah.
or even on your phone on Facebook, what the other players are saying about Shador Sanders.
Yeah, they say good things about him.
Even the guy they drafted over him in the first round, they're the quarterback. Even Shadar's outshining everybody. But they put him on third string. But I feel like sometime during the season he's gonna start.
Yeah, if Flacco start and throwing a lot of interceptions, they're gonna put him in position.
I gotta give Flacco credit though, boy.
Yeah, Flacco is not quarterback. You know. Let me tell you why Flacco is not, because when he was playing for the Ravens, he was a very good quarterback.
Gotta give him credit, boy.
Because he won a Super Bowl and he was Super Bowl MVP, so he's good. He has done his time. I don't see why he don't retire, but see like
He playing better than a lot of quarterbacks. He playing better than a lot of quarterbacks. I mean, why are you crazy?
Go enjoy your money. Oh, he's making more instead.
He's making more than. Alright. We're going to talk about the Ravens now. Safe hands wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins is another weapon for Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
He has the biggest hands in football. And he was with Kansas City last year and they never used him the way he should be used.
I would say they never used him.
No, they never used him.
He dropped a ball
in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But hey, they wasn't using him. He was glad to get away because to me, he was better than the other two.
But remember, Lamar didn't want him here when our boys in front of the Giants. What's his name? Can't remember his name, but Lamar, you know, we have a contract. Yeah,
Beckham.
Yeah, Lamar did want both of them.
Beckham was good too, but he was getting hurt lately.
Yeah,
he was getting hurt.
I like DeAndre Hopkins right
Oh,
now.
he's good. I love him. I always love him from he was with
And
Arizona.
right now, they re-signed, not re-signed, but they extended Bateman contract.
That's good. He's good.
Yeah, he's good. He deserves every dollar he makes. So.
And let me tell you something. This have to be the year for the Ravens.
Yeah.
With what they got. This have to be the year.
I say that's what I said too.
It can't be next year again.
No,
we've been looking at it for the past 2 years.
Every year, next year, you know.
And
This is the year.
And you see, they took away
MVP.
The MVP which
From
he
Lamar,
deserved.
yeah.
They took it away from Lamar. I'm not a Ravens fan, but I'm telling you how I feel. He should have gotten that MVP. Not that I have anything against Josh Allen, but Lamar should have won that MVP. And I don't know why they didn't give it that way.
Well, there's going to be a matchup this year. The first game going to be up in
Up there.
Buffalo.
Mm.
Cleveland.
Up in Buffalo game. Buffalo
and
Ravens.
The Ravens, yeah. That's the first game for Buffalo after the Ravens.
We've been talking about this for a while. Ravens have released kicker Justin Tucker after investigation involving him in sexual misconduct charges.
Yeah.
Ravens says it's the best thing to do to get distraction from the club.
Yeah.
But I figured it was coming, but I think they was going to wait longer for more.
And this is, this is what I said too. How many years now that been going on, and they're still investigating.
From 2016, right? Only the league. The Ravens done with it.
Yeah, and they're still investigating.
The league is.
And there's nothing. I don't see nothing come up and say, yeah, they found him guilty of anything. But I that's what I say. I don't see how they cut him, but.
Hey. They just say distraction from the team and all that stuff. So I guess he's gonna lose the contract for.
Yeah, because the money is supposed to get paid
from Royal Farms. I'm talking about Royal Farms chicken.
He's
gonna lose that contract.
Yeah. But I don't think it's supposed to. If they found him guilty, well, they can take away everything. But if they don't, they're supposed to give him back his contract.
I don't know, man. I don't know. All them contracts got clauses.
Yeah, I know.
Ravens is one of the teams that supported the tush push play.
Yeah, I know.
Made famous by Philadelphia Eagles. The vote to ban the tush push fell short of 2 votes. They needed a 24-8 votes in order to ban the tush push, and they added 22-10 votes. Some teams said it poses risk and injuries to players, but excuse me, that tush push, it was going on long before the Eagles, but the Eagles make it a regular player. They right. And I said, because even Josh Allen is doing it. He did it a lot last year.
Did it too with Andrew.
So I'm just saying, I'm just saying, come up with a play to stop him.
To stop it, yeah.
I stop crying.
As a defensive coordinator, you're gonna be working on something.
Yeah, you got to
stop it. So
come up with a play to stop it and stop crying, man. I hate to see crying over the tush boys. Yeah. Come up with a play and stop it. I guess it might cause some risk going in head on. Yeah.
Well, that's what it is.
And then this one now, Aaron Rodgers, 41-year-old quarterback, agreed to a 1-year deal with Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, what you feel about that?
Well, when I look at Aaron Rodgers, he didn't do anything in the game last year. So he ain't gonna be a factor this year.
Well, he got 2 good receivers.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna have the time to throw that.
Plus he got
one good
running back coming out of college. I can't.
Yeah, he have 1 good receiver.
And they got rid of, my engineer just told me one.
Yeah,
and they got rid of the good running back. And bringing a rookie. The rookie was good in school, in college too, but they got Najee Harris.
I'm not gonna say rookie gonna have no chance, but listen. But football, you never know. He may have a all-star season running the ball for Pittsburgh.
But the way I look at it, Mike Thompson He wait on Aaron Rodgers. I don't know what kinds of deal. They didn't say how much money it was. No, Aaron Rodgers not been all that for the past 3 years. But what I'm saying, Wayne, is that if Pittsburgh don't win, I think Mike Thompson will be out.
Right now, they want him out right now.
I think he's going to be out because he's playing for the Super Bowl. That's why he brought Rodgers.
No, well, I don't think they have a Super Bowl team.
No, but that's what he want Super Bowl. No, because he didn't bring in he's not building a team for the future.
No.
So I think
but who's on the team going to win a Super Bowl now?
DK Metcalf is one.
That's the only wide receiver they
have.
I
love him.
Mm-hmm. From Seattle.
I think he went to the wrong place, but hey.
Yeah.
So you guys talking about Aaron Rodgers
Yes.
who transfer from
Transfer.
Jets
Oh, he
didn't
didn't
to
transfer. They didn't just
Let
they
him
didn't
go.
come back, yeah.
okay. Well, did you see his last couple of games last year in the season with Jets?
Well, no, it wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect. How many games he won? They won.
I think they won a game. Aaron Rodgers looking good.
Yeah.
And you got to understand, remember he had to sit out one season
Yeah,
because of the injury
Okay.
from off that failure back
Yeah.
in 2023.
First snap, it was injured.
Yeah. So, and he's getting back in his game now, last year. But you know you're going to take time to
Yeah.
recover and build and get season in the game.
I'm telling you.
So, I think Pittsburgh might have a good chance with Rodgers.
Oh man.
What you say now?
I
What
don't see,
are you
I don't
telling
see
me?
them. Don't
What
check.
are you telling me?
But remember,
You're a Pittsburgh
Rodgers,
fan.
no, I'm not. No,
I'm not gonna
but
say you're a
I'm
Pittsburgh
telling
fan,
you,
but-
I'm just stating what it looking like because Pittsburgh need some experienced player there.
Yeah, I agree.
They got some.
agree. Yeah, I agree.
They got some.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
in that position as quarterback,
Rogers
Oh, boy.
Rogers get hit a couple times.
Yeah.
it's going to be a
He's
tough
gonna
one
be
for
scared.
Baltimore.
But guess what?
I can tell you that
Tough
right
one
now.
where?
Oh, hold on,
From Pittsburgh.
This is 1 year I don't even talk about Pittsburgh beating Baltimore.
Right.
I always have,
Okay.
have a 50-50 chance all
Right.
the time, but not this year.
Not this
All
year.
right.
Not this year.
What happened
Not
last
that.
year? Last year they didn't have a better team last year than this year.
Mhm.
What happened last year?
What happened last year with Russell Wilson?
Mhm.
Is number one
Yeah.
receiver went down and didn't play against the Ravens. I didn't say they could have beaten Ravens. I said it could have been better.
Because he played
Yeah, because
in
he's
the
playing a
last
different
game.
team now.
Yeah, he's in Cowboys. He
That's
played
what
for-
I'm saying.
he played for the
So
Cowboys.
he didn't play against the Ravens last year. He was hurt.
Yeah, he played one game for the Ravens down here.
So
He caught a touchdown down here.
So I'm just saying, Russell. To me, I'd have picked Russell Wilson over Aaron Rodgers any day right now.
Right.
Okay.
Right now.
Well, we'll see this year. We'll see this year what
No, you
what
got
Aaron Rodgers is made up of.
Buffalo fan.
He's a Buffalo fan.
Yeah, he's a Buffalo.
I respect the Buffalo fan.
But when it come to talking about information and facts,
Yeah.
I don't put who I'm for and all. I
No,
just
but
state the
it's
facts what I
facts,
see out
it's
there.
facts. The Pittsburgh Steelers not going to beat the Ravens this year.
They have a chance.
I don't say they have a
With-
I didn't say they have
with-
a
with-
chance.
with
I said they're not
Rodgers.
going
The
to
one they're gonna use
Cause
inflate-
Jets-
they're gonna
cause Jets-
use inflated balls like
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
Well, Jets. All I'm saying is Jets is not a strong team, and you know, but
Why
Aaron Rodgers was
helping.
helping them in a way. But now you gone to
I think the
Pittsburgh.
Jets gonna do better this year.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Because Jets did. I think they
From
only won
from
about
I've
3
been
games.
from I've been living in New York. Jets
Jets is gonna be
is
better.
no good. They just got player from rugby to come play for them, and
Yeah.
That's
still
what
don't-
no,
nothing.
no, 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 no.
All
No, no,
Aaron Rodgers do is get coaches fired,
Yeah.
and Mike Tomlin
no,
is going
you
to be number 4 for him.
Okay.
I'm
Watch it.
going
Or
back
number
to what you
3.
said
Watch
about
it.
the Jets. A couple years ago, back then, Jets was a very good team. Very good team. You got all them top name players playing for the
Yeah,
Jets.
man,
But,
Jets used to be good, man.
I mean, so what are you talking about when he was in New York? Just was not good.
Even the
15
team-
years ago.
Even the team that
20 years ago.
Right, it
even
was
the
a good
team
team.
that
No.
they had
No.
when Aaron Rodgers went there before he got it. Even that team was
Was
good.
good, yeah.
They was looking for high hopes from him. I mean, you see how he got hurt? You see how he got hurt? I couldn't believe it when he was and he lay on the ground holding up his leg. I can't believe it.
Mhm.
Anyway, that was it. And I don't think that they can beat the Ravens. I don't think they'll beat the Ravens. I think
They have
the
a good
Ravens is
chance.
gonna walk over them this year easily.
No sir.
I think Derrick Henry
With that
have
coach,
something on his
with
shoulder.
With that coach
Derrick
and
Henry have
no new
something on his
quarterback,
shoulder.
experienced
He
quarterback.
gotta throw that monkey off his back because he was mad last year. So in that second game, they should have made Derrick Henry run the whole game.
Which game?
It's Pittsburgh. He played good, but I mean, he wanted the ball the entire game.
No, the game where the game where they lost to Buffalo. up there. I don't
That was
see, I don't
I
see why
couldn't
they
be-
didn't run him. No.
yeah. I can't see.
And the game where they was on the 2 yard line and kick free goal, but I don't see that.
I see my hometown back in Jamaica, Herman Cunningham, Basil Andrews. I see Ramesh from the Washington Cricket League and Ryan King Dread, past employee I used to work with. Thanks y'all for tuning in on the show. Hope you enjoyed it so far. You're listening to BCCG Radio, Gospel Station. You can visit us on YouTube at BCCG Radio. You can visit us on the internet at https://www.bccgradio.com. You're listening to Primetime Sports with RG,
Curtain.
Not to win.
not to win, and Kurt. Well, can we move on from football? Or,
Yeah.
Good luck this year, Ravens. I'm not a Ravens fan, but I'm going with the Ravens to win this year.
There you go.
I never picked them before.
I'm always
Never did
there.
pick the Ravens to win before, but I said they should. But I'm picking them this
You
year.
know, I'm a Ravens fan. So.
I'm picking them this year.
I mean, you said that last year.
No, I am not a Ravens fan, and I never
No,
picked the
I remember
Ravens
saying
before.
that. Right,
Oh.
right.
I never picked the Ravens before.
You
but
and
I am
Wayne
picking
said it. I
them this
remember
year.
it vividly.
I am picking the Ravens
Good
this year
luck.
to win.
Good luck.
Yeah. Women's College World Series baseball. I watched it yesterday. I watched Texas defeat Texas Tech 10-4 in the third game to win the World Series, 2-1. You ever watch college baseball? You ever watch it? Oh, boy,
Yeah, but-
it is so nice, man. Hey, interesting and good. Them girls playing baseball, good. Major League Baseball, it's been a bang for home runs this season. LA Dodgers 97 home runs. New York Yankees 93 last night. So they know 98.
Yankee, your team, I know that.
No, but I'm
Yeah, you tell me the stats. They give you what's
the number one from the what is his name? C. Carlton Raleigh from Seattle. He has 24 home runs for the season. Number 2, Shohei Ohtani with 23 home runs. And number 3, Aaron Judge with 21 home runs. Aaron Judge of the New York Yankee lead in all categories except home runs. Walks, base hit, runs scored, on base percentage. To me, it's too early to call and say who's going to do this, who's going to do that, But Judge of the New York Yankees, he walks 24 times, 16 intentional walk. Now, who the pitchers are most scared of to pitch to, Ohtani or Judge? If they are walking him, last night they walked him intentionally again, so...
I think they should cut that out.
Yeah, I'm going to get to that in a minute. Yankees are 39-23, 61 games played. Judge been on base 48 times. He's 48 times. He hit 2. He been on base twice. 48 times he been on base twice, and 9 times on base 3 times. Right now, I remember this guy. I said it before last year, and I say it again. He came all the way from England to watch Barry Bonds. And when he was San Francisco to watch Barry Bonds. He said he sat at the top of the stadium because what he wanted, he likes to look over in the water to see when the ball go over in the water and the people them in them little boat trying to catch the ball.
Yeah, that's a souvenir ball right there.
So he said they walked Barry Bonds intentionally 4 times. 4 times. He said he'd never come back to the United States and watch another baseball game because he just want to see Barry Bonds swing the bat once. He been watching him in England all this time. He just want to see Barry Bonds swing the bat one time. If it's even a single, if he's fouled out, if he got if they catch in the infield, they catch a ball or a home run or something. But Barry Bonds took 16 pitches and never swing the bat. They were all above the plate, just walking him. You know what I'm saying? Intentionally. And I think the league should do something about intention, especially when you walk a man twice in the game. I watched the Angels game last week. They walked Judge twice. They should have moved. They should have bring in a penalty where they move the player on base, move him around from second to first or first. Move around for a penalty, because you can't walk one man twice. You mess up his average, all because you don't want him to hit a home run. We don't come to see you pitch. We come to see that man hit the ball.
All right, Newton, big up yourself. You're watching, Mr.
You know what I'm saying?
Newton.
Yeah. Thanks, Newton, for support.
Yeah, man,
So,
big up yourself.
I'm just saying, people pay to see Barbara.
Yeah.
People come to see Yankees, they want to see Judge. People come to see Dodgers, they want to see Ohtani. They don't want you walk Ohtani 2-3 times for the game. Come on, man. Let the man swing the bat once. You know what I mean? And I think the league should do something
Let's
about
cut
that.
out that walk stuff.
Yeah, intentional walking one time for the game.
Yeah, I think that would make benefit to the league.
Yeah.
You can't keep walking the man in every pitch you pitch at him.
Yeah.
Not because he's good. One intentional walk, that's fine.
It's just like I remember a basketball game where LeBron James sat out and sat on the sideline in his clothes, and he wasn't hurt. And I think Kyrie Irving did the same thing to he and Kyrie. And people paid money. People saved money and bought them tickets from out of town and came to see LeBron James play. And they made hell about it on TV and in the papers. And the commissioner came down on them and said, this can't happen again. If you're not hurt, you play.
Right.
Yeah, and this is what baseball should do. You know?
Yeah.
This is what baseball should do with something like this. It's terrible, man. So it's too early to call. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I don't know what team you like. I know you like Orioles.
Yeah. But Orioles, they're just coming out of a slump. Right. I think I don't know if they won last night, but they won last night.
Yeah.
So they win 7 games straight.
Lost.
They lost?
Oh, it's the game before, sorry.
But the thing about it is the biggest mistake I think they ever made. The man who built that team, they fired him too early in the season.
Dixie was talking
They
about
fired
that.
him too early in the season.
Man, Dixie was talking about that.
Let's not listen to him.
Eh?
His voice become down. His voice.
The players, you say, but the players wasn't doing it themselves.
Yeah, but that's because it's a new player. The new coach is something went wrong that he lost those players.
No, because when you check it out, all the major players was hurt too.
Yeah.
So when you look into it, I don't think you should get fired, because if you have your superstar them hurt, they ain't gonna win.
But they still hurt. And they play much better.
That's what Dixie was saying too.
Sometimes a change is good.
Yeah.
We'll see. I just think it was a mistake firing him too early. But, Conrad, you got a point there too,
Yeah.
He lost the players.
He lost
The
the
players don't
players,
want to
yeah.
listen more. Well, we can move into the NBA Finals.
Yeah, again, just to clarify, they won 4-3
With Ravens,
against Mariners,
Orioles.
Orioles.
We're at 1-4-3.
Yeah, and they are 25 for 36 right now.
So they win 7 games straight.
Or 6, I think it's
7.
6.
Because there was 6 games straight last couple days ago. So if they won it last night, there's 7 games.
From what?
Because they sweep they sweep the Mariners. So this, would they played yesterday?
3 games sweep they got with the Mariners.
Yeah, so they played somebody last night. So I don't.
That was the Mariners last night that they sweep.
No.
Wayne, I'm looking at the thing right now, man. I'm giving you the information. That's the information I'm giving you right now as we speak, sir.
So
Roachman and Hedinson hit back-to-back homers And Orioles beat Mariners 4-3 for
I
3
saw the
games.
highlights on that
Sweet.
last night.
Mhm.
Yeah, I saw the highlights on that last night. Yeah.
Okay.
Go Birds.
Yeah, because everybody was putting them down, so yeah,
And then
they lost.
Well, they got to get the 500-minute playoff. And what's a
But
lot of
a lot of
games to
games
go?
left, yeah.
100 and some games left.
Yeah,
That's why I say it's too early
Yeah.
for people to talk about who's going to win most
Right,
home runs
yeah.
and all this. It's too early, you know. Well, with the NBA finals, you guys like it so far?
Yeah, the team, you know, I was watching New York and Indiana. And, you know, the same thing happened with,
That's the semifinal.
yeah. Well, I'm
Playoff,
going to pick it back. It's a playoff thing. When New York lost the first game at home, that's what did them. But the first game, remember, you can't lost the first game at your home. You're supposed to win that. And Indiana will come and win. And the same thing happened to Minnesota now.
Well,
they lost the first game by 1 point.
But New York came back and win.
Yeah, but when you lost the first game, that's very hard. Because remember, you know, in the place was up 2-0. Was up 2-0.
Well, look, I watched 2 nights ago. I watched the finals, and I watched OKC. The MVP,
lead 15 points.
The MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Right, he missed a shot without 5 or 6 seconds to go, and Ali Burton of the Pacers turned around and make a jump shot and won the game 111 to 110. They keep saying you know, we talk about Ali Mary in football.
Yeah.
They call it Ali Mary because he's been winning.
Yeah, he always do that.
Last shot of the game.
Yeah, he do that. Yeah.
You know, this guy reminds me of Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still got a long way to go, but he's the only one doing it. Well, Bronson was doing it too in the regular season.
Yeah,
Bronson was in some.
Yeah.
But this guy remind me somewhat of Michael John Halliburton for hitting them just because of the last shot, the last seconds to go on the last shot. And they call his hoop, no, they call it Alamir. He did it against the Knicks and now OKC. So
It's good.
so the second game is tonight, and this is one series I'm not betting on.
Yeah.
I like both teams.
You're not a
I
betting man.
feel this is the best competitive matchup I've seen other from when I saw the Bulls matchup with Isaiah Thomas team, Detroit.
Yeah.
This was the best matchup I've seen in a long time.
So
And
far, huh?
yeah, in a long time. So I'm not gonna pick any team to win in this one. Whoever win, you know, because I think they are evenly matched. Some people say OKC has a little more talent. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what they say. Okay, see about the time.
Well,
Yeah.
tonight, you know, I'm watching
Okay,
it
so
tonight.
should have won that game too.
Yeah, but again, because the MVP, Alexander, 6 seconds to go, he missed that jumper, which
yeah,
don't really miss, period.
Too much pressure.
And then he missed that, and Halliburton took the ball down court. Boom. One shot,
With 1 second to go.
3 seconds, point 3. So tonight is the second, you know, I know.
Oh,
Who you like
tomorrow.
Tonight.
I think that's a Sunday.
No, man, tonight.
I'm going to OKC, you know.
Yeah, me too. I feel OKC going to win this one.
And even the New York Knicks fired the coach.
Yeah,
they do that.
that's my approach to the exciting.
No, it's
No.
still. I'm sorry, it's tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's
tomorrow night on ABC.
Yeah.
Okay, that was tonight. Okay, my bad. Look, New York Knicks fired coach Tom Thibodeau
Why?
after having the best season in 25 years.
Yeah.
The Knicks had 10 playoff wins this season, 10, and only had 17 in the last 25 years. 7 in the last 25 years.
How you fire the coach? I think the general manager should.
Two games away from the finals, they lost. And you fire the coach?
Yeah.
And the other teams who lost early on, they don't fire their coach because they made the player.
Yeah.
What were the owners thinking?
The general manager should get fired. And the owner, both of them.
The owner doing it. That's
Harry,
why.
but Harry, you gotta understand.
It's business,
in the back,
I know.
It's not only business, but they see what's happening in the back room, you know. How they preparing the team, they organize and all of that. And we not seeing that. And they might see something like, hey, why you don't do this? Why you don't do that? Right?
Coach,
and that's where the chips break down. So it's not just we just watching what's on the game and they're playing well, but you don't know what's happening with the backroom team and all of that. So maybe that's the reason behind.
But what
winning games.
Yeah, but look,
you know what I mean. So
I can see you play. Remember, look how much game they won, right?
I think the coach had the room in control.
Yeah.
But
they were winning.
But maybe he might not be organized.
And be organized.
He was organized.
To me, Tom Thibodeau is the best coach in football. In
basketball.
In basketball.
In East Coast. On the East Coast.
No. To me, he's the best.
But Harry, we don't see what's happening in the back room. Maybe he's not getting something right with the team. That's why the team never win.
Lost the players. No.
You don't see what's happening. Yes, they can play well, but at the back of the room, something not working right.
One time,
and you don't know.
One time in the playoff, I see Tom Thibodeau made a mistake, and Steve made him talk about it. It was the first game that they lost to Boston.
And maybe that was what. Maybe that
they
was
won
what
the Boston
caused.
series.
Yes, but they're still looking at one mistake can cause whole downship, you know.
No, the man. The one mistake the man made when he at Bronson with like 10 seconds to go. You have to have your best player in the game. And you're down by only 2 points. And Bronson was sitting on the bench, standing up, ready to go in, and didn't put him in. Right? You understand? That was the only mistake I seen Tom Thibodeau make in the entire playoff.
Harry, I'm looking at the bigger picture, you know. You just looking at the game picture, you know.
What's the bigger picture?
I'm telling you,
they don't play like they're in problems. They're winning.
You don't know. You don't know what's happening in the back room. If there's a breakdown in the back room. Well, that's what you think. But I'm telling you, that's maybe one of the reasons why they had to fire him, because he's not getting the back room team, everything together, staff, they're not together. They're not making things right. And the owner might have seen that, hey, these guys not getting the thing. Hold on, Harry. These guys not getting the thing organized in the back room. So here what? We got to let you go. Maybe we can find another coach who has everything together in the back room in preparation for the game and so forth.
But there would be a dysfunction if that's the case. That we're winning so much games. There's an issue.
All right. There's an issue between.
There was dysfunction in West Indies.
And at the
end of the day, West Indies still beating Australia. Beating. So
in a sense,
it's a team. Cricket is a team. Western cricket is a team sport too, sir.
But it's with individual accolades.
Hey, look.
Same thing with basketball.
There was nothing going on in the locker room because it would have been out already.
Right.
You understand? The owners have no reason because they cannot come up with a reason why they fire. And they are looking coaches and nobody wants to go there. The only coach they can get is Detroit coach. And he has made his mind up yet. Because he's a great coach because he brought Detroit back from scraps.
Yeah, so why did they fire Detroit coach?
Why did they fire Detroit?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to generalize and sugarcoat everybody like that? New York organization is different from Detroit organization. New York might be looking at how different things make up of their coaching staff versus Detroit. You can't say, oh, New York look at this, their coaching staff same way as New York look at their coaching staff.
In every sports, if you hire Mikey as the head coach, Mikey gonna bring Conrad as him offensive, he gonna bring me as defensive. The coach is allowed to do that because he knows the coaches are all over, and he will, that's how it go. So the coaches didn't do nothing wrong.
No.
It's the owners was mad.
And the general managers.
See the ass come, Stan Van Gundy and all them guys. They say, oh no, I won't take that job. You can't fire a coach for that. One game from the final.
Yeah.
He said, no.
Yeah.
They wouldn't take that job. They don't want to get fired. They know what they're getting into.
I'm going to say, this is going to be a downfall for the Knicks. Coming up. The next few, watch.
After
It don't really,
because
it's a coach. But normally when you see them kind of fire a coach like that, it's not really. It's not the organization. Maybe the general manager
don't like
issue with that coach.
Yeah.
You understand? So and sometimes coach get fired for another person to save them job.
Yeah.
Because the one of my come and say, you know what? If you don't fire him, you're gonna get fired. You understand?
That's why all the TV analysts are saying that it's the owners' fault because they should never have fired this man. This man
winning
10 playoff games that they haven't seen in 25 years.
Yeah.
All right, so again,
this year alone 10.
So Harry, again, you see what I'm saying? You guys just looking at these winning stats.
But
yes,
that's what they want. That's what they want.
There's other things behind it. There's other things behind it, and you can't just broad brush it like that. Hold on.
If the man was,
if
the coach had a personal problem,
hold on.
You know, like some coach I see in the past had a drinking problem, have a woman problem, and all of things.
Let's hear the speculation.
But if
you guys not
understand,
you guys not stating the whole speculation here. Yes, that's my speculation. If you don't like it, fine. But I'm looking at the bigger picture too, and I'm looking at other sources out there. And there's one source that's saying New York defense was an issue at time when they're playing against Pacers. New York defense was an issue. All right. Where you don't talk about that, they're talking about New York could have done more, could have shoot more points, 3-pointer points, and adapt to a faster pace in offense. Right? They're looking at 300 minutes, 31 points in 300 minutes. They're looking at all of that. They're looking at the other picture to the game. So don't go say, oh yes they win, yes they win. But the owners, the manager might be looking at, hey, this guy is not that efficient at running the staff and the players. Maybe we can find somebody else who can be even more efficient, making the most out of the team.
You talking about?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But that is just my opinion, looking at the bigger picture. Because you remember I said you and win. You guys looking at they win so much play. Yes, maybe they could have won more playoff game with a more organized coach. And I just said it, organized coach, because I just pull up my evidence here.
You wanna hear mine? You want to hear mine?
Harry, you behaving like this because you know I'm getting to a point here. And I know you like your New York Knicks, Harry.
Keep talking, and then, I mean, you don't talk.
Go, Harry, I'm listening to you.
You remember when Michael Jordan could not beat Detroit?
No, he wasn't born.
You know who was the coach? Hold on. You know who was the coach? The man who had the most wins ever. Phil Jackson. And Michael Jordan could not beat Detroit. Why them never fire Phil Jackson?
We're in a different era of basketball now.
And back then basketball was more hard than now.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you.
So sum it up now, because we're talking about New York and the coach.
Alright, we're talking about New York. When they hire you, when they sign you a contract, the coach can't tell you shoot the ball with your left hand when you're right hand there. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
When you get the ball there, the coach is on the sideline. When you miss a shot, him gonna go like this. We can't expect you to hit that. So why you gonna blame him? Why you gonna blame the coach?
Well, they want the coach to get the best out of the players, and I just brought.
think he did.
How many issues I brought up? 3 issues, and all you give me is one. They win so much playoff games, but at the end of the day, they looking at these figures here,
Winning
these
is the
stats
key.
here, and they seem as if
If they win lose,
I can guarantee.
Yeah.
I can guarantee if they had beat Pacers, they wouldn't be at this. So they say they're progressing, they're getting better.
Kurt, winning, they get more endorsement.
Yeah.
Players get more endorsement. Nick, they get more TV rights. TV show their games more than the other teams.
Yep.
Right? That's what winning does, you know. And it bring in money.
Yeah.
Right?
I understand.
So winning is
Everything.
all sports.
Everything.
Winning is the key.
Yeah, but if I'm understanding what Virginia said, is winning is good for them. But what I'm looking is for the championship. So basically what they must say, this man cannot take everybody up. You understand? Can't take it to the next level. Maybe he can take us to the playoff. He can win a couple games in the playoff, but we need more to go over that, because what the man looking is really championship. So you could have win how much game? We talk about Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh could have win as much game as them could win in the regular season. If them cannot, same like the Ravens. If them cannot get to that championship level, that Super Bowl, coach is in trouble.
But the coach and Ravens coach will get fired.
No, but I'm saying,
I see what you're dealing with. I know what I see what you see where you're going.
Yes.
But if you listen to everybody can't believe. I mean, TV analysts, other coaches, they some of them won't say nothing, but because maybe their organization say don't say nothing. But when they ask them questions, they shake their head and don't even bother answer the question, because you know that should never have been it should never been fired right there, you know. So
it's a game.
Again, Harry, that's your opinion. Then you're looking on the wins and all of that. Oh, you should never be fired. But again, Harry, you're not running the organization. You're not the manager. They're looking on other things than what you just. As again, I assure you, you're just looking at one thing. Oh, winning playoff game. Okay, fine. But they maybe looking on bigger picture than what you're looking at, and that's why they made their judgment right there.
You are telling me what I am looking at, and they don't give me a chance to explain everything what I am looking at. I get what Conroy is saying, but I don't see where this man have any problem with the players.
No.
And because I see when they beat Boston, how the players do rally around the coach, how they jump on him. So I mean, I just can't figure out something going on in the locker room.
Anyway, it's something between the general manager and the coach.
Kurt, this is our conversation. That's what conversation is about.
Yeah.
You know, you give a piece, I give mine. I mean, I might not necessarily agree with each other, but people out there while listening will learn and get to understand what we're doing, you know. So I take your points, you know.
Point well taken, Mr. Kirk.
Yeah, again, you got to look at the bigger picture.
You're going back to that subject.
No, wait.
I took your point, and I'm moving on, and you're going back to it again.
Okay.
All right. Well, the WNBA, New York Liberty leads the league 8 wins and average of 91.9 points per game. They are the defending champions. And Minnesota Lynx also have 8 wins. The Indiana Fever, who I thought was going, because they have a great team, was going kick butt. From Caitlin Clark got hurt, and they won 2 straight kicking. They lost like 4. They are now 3 wins and 4. They won 1 a couple of days ago. So I don't know if Caitlin Clark is back yet, but I expect her to be back. But there are some little things going on between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
Yeah, I saw that. There's some racist.
From college. If everybody was watching from college, Angel Reese used to walk around when they playing Caitlin Clark team. What is it? What was it? Wyoming. Angel Reese used to go like this, showing her ring finger, saying she getting ring. You understand me? I mean, everybody in sports, you know, you get on somebody's nerves sometimes. Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's something going on from college between the both of them. To me, Angel Reese can't play like her. She can't play like Caitlin Clark. She come from Baltimore, yeah. But Angel Reese is the best rebounder I see. Yeah. There's no joke about that. But as for dribbling, shooting, and doing all that, she can't play like Caitlin. And anybody want to vex me, came and vex me about. I believe that stats show everything. The record is there. You see it all the time they play. You understand? So, and I love both of them, and I think both of them is going on.
No good things for them.
What I think from the both of them came in the league, they uplift the standard of the league. Yeah. Because even me start watching WNBA games, which I never used to watch. You know what I mean? And they get more TV. You know, so and
good for the game. Good for the game.
And they get more money too, because those players are only making, them girls are only making 200,000 and 150,000 a year. They are making more money now. You know what I mean? So them two girls, Angel Reese and
Caitlin
Clark, as you know, uplift the NBA in a lot of ways, and I lift my heart out to both of them. You know, cause they brought the league to something that, you know, for me, because I've been watching them lately. I watch it a lot, and I never used to watch it. You know, although New York Liberty is my team, you know, I watch it. You know, well, yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I watched the French Open the other day. To see Sinner defeated Djokovic again for the third time.
Well, stick up in
Joker
Harry.
your guy, right? The Joker's your guy. Right?
Stick up in Harry. Stick up in Harry. Stick up in. You know the women's final is going on right now, and you know
Coco Gauff,
and she won.
She won it?
Yeah, she just won.
I didn't get to her yet. Cause I was going to tell you she defeated Deacon in the semi-final.
Right.
Well, I just had to. It's a breaking news.
I didn't get to
It's breaking news, Harry.
Yeah, good. I love
I had to put that out there.
Oh boy, I have to congratulate Coco Gauff on that.
You know, they were saying in this French Open there was most Americans in this French Open.
Do you know the French Open is on clay? Natural clay?
Yeah.
No turf, no nothing.
I wish we could play some cricket like that here right now.
It's natural clay the French Open is on.
Yeah.
And a lot of these guys, all right, Wayne. A lot of these guys a lot of these players cannot play on the clay because they're so used to the turf. Congratulations, Coco Gauff.
Yeah, for winning.
You know, it's about time I'd love to see you win more. I want to see you go to Wimbledon and
dominate.
Yeah, dominate. Well, I know some soccer going on. CONCACAF soccer is going on right now, and FIFA soccer, but I think it's friendly. It is, right?
You were watching the Unity Cup.
Yeah, I was the Unity Cup. Yeah.
England League of Nations.
Yeah, all the nation. I soon get to that.
Yeah, okay.
FIFA World Cup soccer. Nigeria defeated Jamaica Reggae Boys 5-4 on penalty kicks after the game ended in a 2-2 tie in regular time. The Reggae Boys will play British Virgin Island today. They will play Guatemala on the 10th, which is what's that, Tuesday? They should be playing They will be playing British Virgin Islands.
Stop play for them?
No, it's still.
They should be playing British Virgin Islands today. So I'm gonna see if I can pick that up today. I'm going.
No, I watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
And UEFA Champions Final. PSG defeated Inter Milan 5-0 in the final on May 31st. I couldn't. I watched the game, but 5 goals,
Yeah,
man.
that's a lot of
Inter Milan,
goals. That's a lot of goals.
That's champions. That's Champions League, man.
Inter Milan, they broke down.
They know
But you know, it's sometimes psychology too, because they played in the cup finals in Italy and they lost, right? And they came second in the Italian league. So you know, that is that trauma from being in the finals and can't get it right. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And in the European Champions final, Tottenham Hotspur defeated Manchester United 1-0 in the final. And Man U lost to Tottenham, knocked them out of the Champions League in Europe for the next year. They did not qualify the EPL also. So 10 years straight, and they got knocked out. But they had a chance to win. They had 3 chances. Excuse me, to win that game. And they didn't score, and Tottenham got that 1 chance and scored. Congratulations, Tottenham, for in the Europa. So Tottenham and fell below Man U in the Premier League, but now Tottenham is going to play the Champions League because they won.
Europa League.
Yeah, Tottenham is my team for a long time.
Oh wait.
You just said Manchester United, right?
No.
You just said
Years, Tottenham was my team, man. When they was not winning, Tottenham was my team. Man.
But you know the Unity Cup, England gave Jamaica 6 love the other day. Beat them by them.
Huh?
Yeah.
No.
6 goals.
What?
Unity Cup, African League, you know, the African.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
The Unity Cup.
Yeah, that was Ghana versus Nigeria and Jamaica versus Trinidad.
Yeah.
Jamaica didn't play England the other day.
No.
You sure?
No. But anyway,
Unity Cup is the African
Unity
League.
Cup.
Is the African League.
the one they with Jamaica in it, that's what you're talking about?
No, that one is Jamaica. Well,
That's Unity Cup.
yeah,
sir.
Unity Cup. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
African.
African and the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And you know
2
that,
teams.
yeah, and you know that the women's friendly USA defeated Jamaica 4-0. And,
oh yes, yes.
And in the Nation Cup, 40-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo scores 137th international goal for Portugal. Portugal defeated Germany 2-1.
Okay. And that made them now
In the final
because
Spain beat France. Right.
I thought France was coming because
I picked France to win that game, but
yes, because if what's this guy Dembele. Okay, if France won that game and go to the final, that guy gonna have a chance to get the ball.
They're gonna give it just like
they're gonna give it to Yama.
Just like last year, they gave it to Rodri from Manchester City, and he didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
If he had given it to another Manchester City player, yes, I wouldn't say nothing. But Rodri, he didn't deserve that, man.
Okay. Another finals that took place, Harry, was Chelsea versus Real Betis, and Chelsea won the Europa Championship. So these teams, 2 English teams, they won something in Europe. So that says Premier League still strong.
Then it's the strongest league. Then Liverpool Soccer Club won the Premier League with 4 games to spare. And striker Mo Salah scored 29 goals, the most in the EPL season. Liverpool from the day one they came out like they're gonna win it. Major League standing Eastern Conference, Philly, 34 points.
What? They're number 1?
Yeah, Philly.
So where's Miami International with Messi?
Miami's way down. Western Conference, Vancouver, 32 points. Miami's somewhere in the middle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh, sure. Well, I'm giving you the stats.
Because I hear a lot about Messi and on there, boy. I've been focusing on so much on cricket. That's why I lose out. But give us a rundown on Major League there, Harry.
I just gave you the leaders in just the two conference.
Okay. because
right? And Miami's not even 4. They're way back past that.
my gosh,
I mean, you can look and see. And in the Jamaica Premier League standings, Mount Pleasant is number 1, 93 points. Number 2 is Arnett Garden, 76 points. Number 3, Mobay Wayne, 75 points.
Maybe I was good enough.
Number 4, Cavaliers with 69 points. That's just the top,
Yeah.
And Kurt, if we ain't got none more in sport, we could just go to the health issue. You have something on
health issue, no man.
Health?
No,
Health and wealth.
We gotta give
sports,
health and welfare.
sports, health, and section of our show.
Right.
Looking at the health section, and how this is related to sports. And June, what month is June in terms of health? Alzheimer and brain health month. And so to kick that off, I'm going to be talking about dementia and brain shrinkage. And this is, this is
What causes brain shrinkage?
yeah, all of that we're going to talk about. It's an epidemic looming, the condition called dementia, in which there's a pathological decline in mental function. Researchers estimate that the number of people suffering from it worldwide will double within the next 2 decades. So, you know what they call it? An epidemic. Disease increasing. So, yeah. So the word dementia literally means without a mind, and this problem occurs in several nervous system disorders, and that's the infamous Alzheimer's. Dementia impairs how you think and brain function and all of that, memory, short-term personality, reason for logic suffer particularly. So brain shrinkage, nerve cells called neurons, you have billions of them in the brain, and rapid destruction of those nerves in your brain. That's what happened. And the brain, you lose some of your brain nerves, when you reach age 60. That's what they're saying. So there's a strong correlation between diabetes and AD, which is Alzheimer's disease, as diabetics are at high risk for AD. Some specialists have even referred to AD as brain diabetes. And the underactivity of thyroids, as well as certain prescription medication, also increases the risk of dementia. So, what can we do? Diet have a correlation to the brain, and many studies show that correlation between diet and brain health focuses on variety of vegetables, fruits, and healthy forms of protein like fish, beans, nuts, seeds, and lowering your sugar and starch and unhealthy fat is ideal. Coconut oil, green tea, curry have special benefit for the brain. Multivitamins, minerals, and herbs and antioxidants are also helpful. So fish oil, the brain's over 100 neurons made mostly of fat and essential omega-3 fatty acid account for 8% of the total weight of the brain. Alright? So you definitely need your fish oil in your diet. High intake of omega-3 fatty acids reduce brain shrinkage and increase brain volume. So fish oil is key for your brain. Vitamins. Scientists of Oxford University in England have reported the large doses of vitamin B can have brain shrinkage in elderly people and memory problem and may slow their progression towards dementia. So another study revealed people with higher vitamin B12 levels were 6 times less likely to have brain shrinkage. So antioxidants, vitamin A, C, E, selenium, as well as vitamin D support brain health. Now this is a Jamaican thing. Herbs. Herbs like ginkgo, biloba, and pies.
I never heard of
Maybe some
African or Indian.
Maybe it's a
Indian name.
Maybe some that we have to want to name it different.
Yeah.
And you have pie, pick no journal increases blood flow to the brain, which others like turmeric. Yeah, I step up my diet in turmeric now.
Yeah.
Ginger, pomegranate.
Pomegranate.
Yeah. Garlic.
It's pomegranate, right?
Yeah.
Garlic and green tea help prevent inflammation. And I was just talking to one of my co-workers trying to do a knee replacement and tell him that's inflammation in your foot.
Mm-hmm.
You need these in your diet for inflammation.
Lime is a powerful thing too, you know.
Mhm.
Lime is very good for your
I
blood.
was watching,
Yeah.
I was watching on YouTube, Callison TV, right? And the guys them was they blend up lime leaf and cook it with rice and peas. Yeah,
Well, you know when I can't remember what it is. I don't know. My mother not alive anymore. I remember they used to put some leaves in the rice and peas. I don't know what kind of leaves it was.
I know what.
Rice and peas. They used to
Cinnamon leaf.
Cinnamon leaf.
Yes.
Yeah, they used to put in the rice and peas.
Yes.
So remember what I just said? Herbs.
Yeah,
Herbs is good for you. Alright. Another one, and last but not least, physical exercise. Older adults as well as children who are more physically fit tend to have better memory than less fit counterparts. So the brain responsible for memory and hippocampus is the larger and shrink less in people who exercise regularly. So 30 minutes daily stroll may diminish the risk of dementia among the elderly, according to another study by the Medical Journal of Neurology. Alright. Be mentally active. Individuals who engage in mental and intellectual activities like reading, playing board games, competing crossword puzzles, learning new languages, solving riddles, playing musical instruments show a reduced risk of Alzheimer's disease.
I am not
Radical social interaction, love and affection are also necessary for provide positive emotional stimulation of your brain. Avoid brain toxins, substances known to be toxin to the brain. This includes alcohol, cigarette smoking, industrial chemicals, heavy metals like mercury, lead, aluminum, solvents found in glues, paints, thinners, and new carpets, and furnishing pesticides and gas carbon monoxide. Okay? You what I said? New carpet have a lot of VOC, volatile organic chemicals. Not good for you. You find new carpet in your car. When you buy a new car, wind down that window. Let all of that VOC get out of your vehicle. You're not breathing it in. Same thing in your house with new carpet.
Well, I'm not going to try to learn no more language, okay, at my age.
Yeah.
So-
One of my friends give me some bush.
And pesticides.
Give me some bush.
Be careful. Sorry, you work in landscape. You know people. Be careful the pesticide. If you don't have the proper clothing on, don't play with the pesticide. Your skin is the biggest organ in your body. All of that, the breeze will just blow the pesticide right back on you, and you just absorb all of that pesticide.
My building give me some bush there. And I'm telling the truth. I used to feel a pain on my foot, right? And when I started drinking that bush, that pain
But Wayne, I just talk about herbs. Herbs help to prevent inflammation. It is the inflammation building up in your foot. That's what the herb is doing.
He's doing a good job.
Doing a good job.
I like it. I said, big up yourself. You know who me at? Give me a word. Give me mango, give me guava.
Yes, but
give
you
me
say
sour
right.
sap.
When the medical journal saying that
I didn't say anything wrong with
diet, put it in your diet.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I
that's
got the man
good.
who give me the bush them.
Yeah.
To work by my foot. So I'm feeling 100. Feeling better.
Well, thank Kurt for that.
For
That LD show. We get ready to wrap up now. But,
yes, sir. Thank you very much.
But before we wrap up, I always like to honor a couple West Indies cricketers. So don't take me a couple minutes. West Indies fast bowler Sylvester Clarke, known as Clarkie, was the fastest and most feared fast bowler ever in the world. I want you all to listen to this. Not Thompson or Lilly, but it's Sylvester Clarke. Sir Vivian Richards said, I don't wear an helmet when I play, but when batting I wore a helmet twice. I faced Sylvester Clarke in English county cricket. So y'all get that straight. The fastest bowler ever is Sylvester Clarke of the West Indies. Sir Frank Worrell, Barbados and West Indies, first black captain of the West Indies team, played 51 test matches, 3,860 runs, as an average of 49.448, 9 test centuries, 22 half centuries. I scored 261 runs. Left arm medium slow bowler. I didn't know that. 69 test wicket. Sir Everton Weeks, you always hear about the 3 W's. World Walcott and Week. Sir Everton Weeks, legendary Barbados and West Indies wicketkeeper batsman, the only player in the history of the game to score 5 consecutive test centuries, played 80 test matches, 15 centuries, an average of 58.68. I scored 207. You heard that? 5 consecutive test centuries.
Wow, that's good.
These are the only players, Sir Everton Weeks. Sir Clyde Walcott, Barbados and West Indies batsman. 15 test centuries, 15 and a half 15 half centuries. I scored 220 runs, 3,798 runs, an average of 56.68. Played 44 test matches. This is for the older folks who always talk about the 3 W's, Wild, Weeks, and Walcott.
Harry, can I just piggyback on that?
Sure.
So today is a West Indian, Jamaican West Indian player was born, and his name is Carl Nunes. Born in 1894. He died in 1958. Born in Kingston, captain West Indies in the first test match in an inaugural 1928 test tour of England.
That's a white man.
Carl Nunes?
That's a white man. I'm telling you that.
Alright.
Frank Worrell, the first black man to ever captain West Indies.
And he was the president of West Indies board from 1945 to 1952, and president of JCA from 1946 to 1958.
I don't know if you ever hear about Jerry Alexander, the wicketkeeper.
I think so, yeah.
He's captain also. He is not, what do you call it, Malata?
Yeah, Malato, yeah.
He's mixed. One of his parents is white, no, but he captain West Indies too. So, I mean, and all them come before, you know.
And away from cricket, Harry, I just want to...
Frank Worrell broke the barrier.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's true. And away from cricket, Harry, we must say this, our great Mike McCullum.
Junior boxer.
Yeah.
I know him very
He
well.
died. Yeah.
I know him very well from Waterhouse.
Yeah, he died.
I know him very
Body
well.
snatcher.
Yes, like a week
I know him
ago.
very
I think
well.
it's a week ago. Legendary Jamaican boxer, first Jamaican to win a world boxing title.
Yeah, he went double welterweight champ.
Yeah.
When he was fighting, everybody called me from Washington, New York, all the Waterhouse
That
guys.
is not true.
So I am definitely gonna make a phone call, cause nobody called me and
Yeah.
tell me that.
Champion in 3 weight classes.
Yeah.
WBA super welter,
I didn't expect him to win
1984
that
to
fight.
1988. WBA
I didn't
middle,
know him was that good. I know him used to box at Jamaica. But
1989 to
It was good.
1991. WBC light heavy, 1994 to 1995. International Boxing Hall of Fame, 2003.
you all heard that?
Represent Jamaica.
Former welterweight champion from Jamaica, of the world, Mike McCollum, died a week ago.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
yeah, I know Mattis know him. I know Everton Mattis know. I know several people back home knows him. So I know Basil is on the line too. So they all know him. So maybe they didn't know why they didn't call me. So you know.
68 years old.
Anyhow,
He died when he was 68 years old and he was driving to the gym. He fell ill.
anyhow, I want to big up my engineers, Mike and Conroy, and for getting us on the show today and everything. But before we get close, I want to say about Mike. Deacon Mike is promoting Shabbat, Voices of Praise and much more, featuring Brother Stewart, Brother Hines, Pastor Anne-Marie Powell, Minister Keisha Waters, Minister Carrie Bless, Voice of Inspiration, tonight at 7 p.m., 4820 Ricerstone Road, admission $20. Come and listen, real good gospel music, and hear the word of God. It can be a blessing to all. I'm going to try to make it myself. So, on behalf of my crew, Primetime Sports and BCCG Radio Gospel Station, have a great week coming up.
Yeah, I want to say something before we go. I want to big up all my subscribers on my YouTube channel. Thanks for subscribing onto my channel and watch my content. Love you all guys and big up yourself. So remember people,
Yes.
like, share, subscribe. Out there without you.
And big up Baltimore cricket team for making it to the playoff. Hopefully we do better in the 40 overs / 1 day series.
Yes.
Huh? You want a coach? You want to be the coach?
You on fire, buddy? You on fire, buddy?
You can be the coach, you know. You can be the coach, you know.
This,
Are we done?
I was asked.
We're done?
For coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.